We are going to be talking about solving equations with grouping. So it's going to be multi-step equations. The first thing we're going to review is our distributive property. That just means if I've got something on the outside, I'm multiplying everything on the inside by that number or term. So I do A times B, which would give me AB, or A times C, which would give me AC. Those would be our literals. Whenever we're solving equations, we're going to simplify or combine like terms on each side first. Mrs. Butler calls it cleaning up each side before solving, and then we're going to solve each equation. For number 1, I've got 2 times the difference of x and 3 equals 4. Because of the parentheses, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up that side. So I'm going to distribute. So I'm going to do 2 times x, which is 2x, and 2 times a negative 3, which is negative 6. After I do that, this is now a 2-step equation. I don't have anything else I can combine. These are not like terms, and that's by itself. I'm going to move the 6 first. The opposite of subtraction is addition, so I'm going to add 6 to both sides. 2x equals 10. And now, right now I'm multiplying 2 and x. The opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. I can check that if I want to by plugging 5 in for x, and then plugging it into Desmos and making sure that it does indeed equal 4. For problem 2, we're going to solve the equation A times B minus C equals D for the variable B. There are a couple ways to do this. I'm going to follow the same steps I did before, though, just for simplicity's sake. I'm going to distribute because I see the parentheses. So I'm going to get A times B is AB, A times negative C is negative AC. I need to get B by itself, so I'm going to leave this alone for right now, and I'm going to move the AC. I'm subtracting the AC, so the opposite of subtraction is addition. These are not like terms. I cannot combine them together, so I'm going to write them next to each other. D plus AC. I still need to get B by itself. It has the A over there. That's multiplication. Opposite of multiplication is division, so I'm going to divide both sides by A. I know A divided by A is just 1, so I really have 1B or B equals B plus AC being divided by A. That looks weird. It makes us feel funky, but that is an answer for our literal equation. For problem 3, we've got a little bit more going on. Negative 15 equals 5 minus, in parentheses, 2x plus 1, and then a plus 3x on the outside. Whenever you see a minus parenthesis, there's a pretend 1 there. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute that. So negative 15 equals 5. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2x. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1 plus 3x. After I do that, I'm going to look for my like terms. So on this left side, I don't have any like terms. It's just a negative 15. On the right side, though, this one, the 5 and the negative 1 don't have any x's, so they're like terms. I can combine them together. 5 minus 1 is 4. And then this negative 2x and this 3x both have x's, so they are like terms. Negative 2x plus 3x is 1x, or just an x. I need to get x by itself. Right now I'm adding 4 and x together, so I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. Negative 15 minus 4 is negative 19 equals x. Again, I can plug it in to check. I would plug negative 19 in for the x next to the 2 and the x next to the 3 inside parentheses, and plug it into Desmos and make sure it gives me negative 15. For problem 4, I don't have any parentheses.